And I'm like, oh, well, thank God that's over with. As as the entire small bathroom looks like a really hot day on asphalt. Wavy lines everywhere, like there's a gas leak. And I turn around and I shit mud. So like there weren't logs, they were just.
Is this mud or concrete?
Well, I don't know brown concrete, Charlie. I'm not familiar. And mud concrete. All that's in it is a couple of condoms and a few chicken bones. I'm just trying to gross my food down. And
that last part did not happen.
A few chicken bones.
Except for the chicken bones. Those are always added for effect.
Yes, I took a Mad Magazine dump, but it's just totally flat.
And eyeballs. You need the eyeballs.
I had a little banana peel. I shit a plateau. It was just this little island, perfectly flat, and I try and flush, and I just shit a cork. This isn't going to happen. And the custodial staff is still walking around. I try to do this again without them seeing. What the fuck do I do? How do I get this to flush? I really am that embarrassed. Like, I couldn't bear to see anybody else see that I clogged the toilet. What the fuck do I do? And I ran into the kitchen while wiping my ass and throwing it into an adjacent toilet, and so as not to deal with the same problem. All I see are compostable plastic knives and forks. And I'm like, no way am I doing that. And then minutes tick by, I'm like, I have to do that. And what the fuck do I do? And I found like those bags that newspapers get delivered in. Wrap them up to my arm, and I go in the bathroom like some shitty surgeon, literally.
Dr. Shit and Giggles.
And I'm just I'm on my knees and like just cutting up my own fecal dominance. A couple flushes later, it's like I'm so embarrassed. Like I finally get it down, but then it looks like a spirograph. I mixed brown. Never mind. It looks like a spirograph with brown paint. I have to wipe that shit off with the stuff in my hands, and I'm covered in the shitty cutlery with even shittier plastic bags. I'm like, thank God that's over. And I look at my hand. Oh, fuck! I have shit mittens.
Shit
mittens. What do I do with these? What the fuck? I can't throw them away here. The custodial staff is here.
Actually, a shitten could either be a shit mitten or a shit kitten.
Shitting kitten.
I just love that you're so concerned about what the custodial staff thinks. Like I honestly would have just left it there and been like,
just
peace.
Fucking bolt. It's their problem.
I guess it's my fault. They're technically people, but
but I don't know if you're human anymore.
No, I know how that.
There are people whose job it is to clean the place.
But it doesn't matter. Right. I know how it is. Look, if I'm in a bathroom and someone else takes a massive dump and it smells bad and clogs up the plumbing, you're going to be known to me as the guy who shits hard and fast.
So what? So the
so I had to get I can't throw these away here. They smell horrific, and I can't even hold them. They smell so bad. So I wrap them in newspaper like fish, and I shoved them in my pockets. And I got in an automobile. A borrowed automobile with shitty plastic bags wrapped in newspaper, and I drive out to what do you call it over there?
There's a lagoon by our building that people fish at.
It's like a fishing lagoon next to.
So is that why it smelled that way for so long?
I'm still sensitive about this.
You're
Afterwards,
sensitive about it, but you're telling it to thousands of people.
It's important. My story needs to be told.
Yeah, for months afterward, there was a green swamp.
Excuse me. At this point, I think it's hundreds of people. And this whole time, I've been hearing our audience shrinking exponentially.
No. They're loving this as long as Brett edits it correctly. There's a lot of it.
God damn it.
Including what you just said. But I get out there and there's I forget it's a fucking Sunday, so there's all these idiots fishing with their stupid children. And so I just sit there in the car. I'm like, maybe they'll go away. And then 20 minutes creep by, and I realize I'm sitting here staring at children for 20 minutes in the middle of nowhere.
And you're sitting there with your car smelling like shit.
With the car smelling like shit.
Car smelling like
full of shitlery.
The exhaust is giving up brown.
Shitlery.
So I decided it looks so... Like, if there was surveillance, I would have been arrested. If this was an airport, I would have been thrown to the ground. I walked over to the trash can, looking every which way but at the trash can. And I'm, like, emptying out trash. It looks like I'm dumping body parts in a playground trash can. And I ran the hell away back to the office and slept. Whatever, that's my story. I'm sorry it took so long.
Wow.
Did that inspire anybody else to tell a shit story?
Anyone is brave enough to tell this story?
Quite the opposite, because any shit stories I might have had are nowhere near as convoluted or as
What's a funny one? Did you ever take a dump and clog like your fiance's mother's toilet or something like that?
At first, I'm sure of Michael looking disappointed.
I think I've clogged more toilets than you shat in, Chris.
That is impossible.